Yo, what's good? It's none iller. You tuned into Mogul Mined, and this is Let's Talk Music. Today, we're going to talk about why are you still marketing your product in places you don't have an audience? So let me get further in that. But first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, do what you can, spread the word, and we about to continue on. So, there's a reason, right? You have a fan base, you have an audience. There's a certain reason why you have this crew of people who support you. So that means you should not be thinking you're going to be everywhere. You don't do that. That's not smart. Like, chances are the genre you're in, you probably don't stumble across things that are way outside your genre too often because it's not part of your lifestyle. Meaning, if you are a hip hop artist and you live an urban type of lifestyle, you probably aren't going to find rock or country where you are. Meaning, when you go to the barber shop, when you go to hoop, when you go play some ball, when you hit the clubs, when you're out and about and you kicking in, you chilling with your crew, when you're hitting your certain studios, your areas you frequent, you don't run into that. In fact, you probably run into more hip hop stuff around you. There's a reason for that. That's your lifestyle. That's your target, your market. That's what you need to be doing with your music. If you were a pop artist, chances are you'd be seeing stuff in the mall. You'd be going to the mall to promote some things. You might head over to the salon. You might head over to certain areas, certain stores, certain crowds, because that's who you're marketing to. It's the same thing with underground and radio. If you have underground songs, if you have an underground fan base, there's a niche for that. Stop killing everyone to try to get your song on radio. Radio is not going to do you justice. Not to mention there's such a population of Spotify playlists and magazines and certain indie markets to which you can get extremely good results if you focus on that. You can't be a basketball player and yet you trying to find other basketball players to play with on a football field. It's not going to exactly help you. Now, granted, one thing you can get from seeing what other markets are is to know where you should not be. But also to know you can pick up marketing strategies from other people and apply it to your own area, but you need to do it strategically. Same with music videos and websites and all that. Like, if your video is getting played, you should make sure you're going towards a blog or a vlog that caters to that. Don't just go to anyone who will accept you. Most people who aren't part of the genre might turn you away anyway, but there's some who just needs any kind of buzz, attention, feed, money that you're willing to give them. Don't accept that. But you also need to think like this in the studio too. When you're creating your music, don't come with my music is for everyone. Nobody's music is for everyone. The closest person's music who was for everyone was probably Michael Jackson. Maybe you can even throw a Prince in there. Today you might say a Bruno Mars, but it's really not for everyone. They're just that likable. You have people of all ages resonating with that sound, that feel. But that's the luck of a straw. If you go to his marketing team, if you go to his team, for sure, I know I used to dibble and dabble of things with Warner Music Group in Atlantic. If you go to his team, he has a set criteria of a market he's reaching. He has a set number, a set crowd. In that crowd, he's hitting it hard. He's making sure the majority of ticket sales and numbers come from that crowd. Everything else that trickles around, fine. Let me put it in better terms for you. iPhones, Samsungs, they know who their market is. If you have an iPhone, if If you have a Mac, chances are you're probably gonna get some emails about iPhone. If you're an iPhone user, chances are you're gonna get the right things that spark your interest about the new iPhones. It's not necessarily because, ooh, they know it's gonna grab everyone. No, they know what you like, what you want. And that's what they're selling towards. You need to do the same thing with your product, with your music, with your videos. Make sure you're catering to who it needs to be catered to, and it's relatable. Anyway, you need to make sure you know what you're doing. You can't attack everyone at once. Find you a niche group who really gets in on that support. Make sure it's digitally, physically, and any other way you can get a hold of them. Just do it. But you got to make sure you're targeting the right people. If you need help with targeting the right people, reach out to me. We'll check out some of your numbers and we'll kind of run that through. But realistically, you should know where you're starting to get the most response. And that's how you should keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And not to mention, there's so many all the different platforms you put your music up on. A lot of the social media you're involved with, you can kind of see who your fan is. You can check the demographics and see who you're getting the most response from. You might need to figure out how to target those people. Same with your Instagrams and everything. Like, make sure you target those people over and over and over and over and over again. But thanks for tuning in. We out.